So, what on earth can an ancient Chinese general, famous for his battlefield strategies, actually teach us about marketing today? I know, it sounds a little out there, but the core principles of winning, they're absolutely timeless. So, let's dive into this amazing connection and see how Sun Tzu's art of war can literally become our art of marketing.
And when you look at it, the parallels are kind of perfect, aren't they? The territory a general is fighting over, well, that's just the market share that every brand is trying to capture. An army's morale, that's a perfect mirror of a customer base's brand loyalty. And a general's use of deception to outsmart an enemy, in the business world, we just call that brilliant strategic positioning.
So, this really gets us to the big question. We have to forget about the spears and the chariots for a second and just focus on the mindset. What is that timeless wisdom we can pull from a mind that mastered strategy over 2,000 years ago? And how can we use it right now to solve our own competitive challenges?
And that is the absolute key right there. This is not about celebrating conflict, not at all. It's about understanding the deep, fundamental principles behind a winning mindset. It's about seeing the entire landscape, knowing your competition, and, most importantly, knowing where the real battle is actually being fought.
You know, the source material we're digging into is super clear on this. Sun Tzu's real genius wasn't just in military tactics, it was in creating this universal framework for strategic thinking. It's a complete system covering everything from what we'd call market research all the way to timing and positioning. It's really just a lens for viewing any competitive situation with total clarity. Okay, so let's get to the absolute starting point of this entire philosophy. Because with all the different strategies for attack, defense, and maneuvering, the source material argues that the whole framework, when you apply it to marketing, rests on one surprisingly powerful idea: honor. And listen, this isn't just us interpreting things. This is pulled directly from the source. It explicitly says that the very first principle you have to learn is how to honor your customers. Not target them, not acquire them, but honor them. That is a huge shift in thinking right from the get-go. So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, honor can sound a little fuzzy. Is it just about good customer service? Or is it something way deeper, something more fundamental to the entire strategy of how you win in the marketplace? This right here, this is the heart of it. Honoring the customer means you completely stop seeing them as some kind of adversary or a target to be won. Instead, you see them as the very ground you stand on. They are the terrain, the landscape of your entire business. And any good general will tell you, you can't win a battle without first understanding and respecting the terrain. Yeah, this really shows that strategic reframing perfectly. You don't fight the ground, you secure it. You don't conquer the landscape, you make it your own. By honoring your customers, by understanding their needs, earning their trust, you're basically building your fortress on the most solid ground imaginable, their loyalty. And that becomes a position your competitors just can't take from you. Okay, so this all sounds great as a philosophy, but how does it actually translate into results, into profit? Let's connect this foundational principle of honor directly to what it really means to win in today's marketplace. When you lay it out like this, the path to victory becomes crystal clear. It all kicks off with step one: you honor the customer. That action naturally leads you straight to step two: you build unbreakable trust. And once you have that trust, what's the inevitable outcome? Step three: you achieve real, sustainable market leadership. It's a direct cause and effect chain. So, why does all this matter to you? Well, because this approach builds so much more than just sales. It builds a powerful reputation. It turns people who buy from you once into loyal advocates who will go out and champion your brand. It creates that competitive fortress we talked about, making it incredibly hard for anyone else to touch your market share. And ultimately, it secures your position for the long haul. So if you take just one thing away from all this, let it be this. The most powerful opening move in the entire complex game of marketing, it isn't some aggressive new campaign or a clever ad. It's a simple, profound act of respect for the very people who define your success. Victory doesn't begin with an attack. It begins with honor. And that leaves us with a really fascinating thought. The source material is very clear that honoring the customer is just the first principle. It's the starting line, the foundation that everything else, positioning, timing, knowing when to engage, is built on. Which really makes you wonder, right? What comes next?